Friend, your timely arrival gives me hope that the sands of disaster can finally be turned. The Fighters Guild is under assault. 4 guild halls have already fallen, and now Guildmaster Merrick has disappeared. We need to find him before all is lost. No one has claimed credit for the attacks, and evidence has been lacking. It makes no sense. Still, I expect more and more attacks at any time. Without Master Merrick, our guild could fall. It's our biggest crisis since the plane meld. Just that. I was supposed to meet him here, but he never arrived. Most of the guild is securing the remaining halls, but with you here, we can track down the guildmaster and stop these attacks. The guild needs you, comrade. Will you answer the call? I've received conflicting reports from trusted guild scouts. Merrick has supposedly been sighted in Malabal Tor, northern Alakir Desert, and East March. Obviously, he can't be everywhere. Choose a location to investigate and meet the scout there. Merrick is many things, but mage is not one of them. I trust the scouts, but he could not be in 3 distant places at the same time. I need you to make your best guess. Pick a location and see if you can find our missing guildmaster. I appreciate that. With Merrick missing, I need to coordinate the defense of the guild halls, analyze scouting reports, and try to learn more about our attackers. Just know the compensation we offer is fair and equitable. Your aid will be rewarded. A guild scout talked to hunters, who said they spotted Merrick near Volkwaston. That area contains many nooks and crannies among the rocks to hide in, and Daedra roamed the vicinity as well. Do you think Merrick could be searching there? Weemy is a fast and faithful mount. She can get you to the location quickly. I'll send word to the guild scout. They'll meet you and help you search for Merrick. Then they can get word back to me while I follow up with the other reports. Good luck. I would be surprised if you didn't, comrade. What can I tell you, bearing in mind that our understanding of the facts is incomplete at best? As I understand it, he hasn't changed much since becoming Guildmaster. I know he has mixed feelings about how he got the position, but he's been a shining example for the Guild. There's no one I'd rather serve, no one I'd rather learn from. We were following up on the attacks, but not getting very far. He sent me to file a report with the Guild. Then I was supposed to meet him here. He never arrived. When I informed the Guild of the situation, the scouting reports started coming in.
Hey, the prince sent you? Let's talk. That little Princess I'll never mentioned he was sending you to meet me. How the tusk have you been, pal? And no, hold that thought. We got work to do. Guild Scout, Bruiser, and General Pain in the arse. At least that's what Merrick calls me. While most of the guilds settled in to defend the remaining guild halls, I volunteered to stay in the field. I was looking into the attacks on the Fighters Guild when word reached me that the Little Prince had lost our guildmaster. When I heard rumors that someone who matched Merrick's description was in the area, I sent my report and started to investigate. Hunters informed me that they had seen someone matching Merrick's description exploring the north. Said he seemed intense, like a man on a mission. I got this far and decided to wait for you. The trail leads north, so that's where we're going. Nothing wrong with that. It's healthy, even. I met a healer once who said that bottling up your emotions gives you worms. Or was it dark humors? Yeah, it doesn't matter. I hit him when he tried to put a swamp jelly on my head. Oh, you know, a little of this, a bit of that. Mostly been working with the Fighters Guild. Merrick's a good leader, and there's always something to fight. It's in the name, after all. But these attacks... someone's definitely out to destroy the guild. That trap on the ground looks familiar. Check it out. Yep, that's one of Merrick's, all right. Use it when he's too busy to stop in a proper way. Let's keep going. That camp looks promising. See what those papers are all about. The enemy by himself? That spot on the map. It's northwest of here.
I could use some help.
How about you tell my friend what happened here? Tread carefully, pal.
That Fighters Guild warrior was a storm of fury. Left me alive so I could tell some prince what happened here. But neither of you looks much like a prince to me. Revenge happened. We misjudged the Guildmaster's skill and his anger. He let me live when I renounced the Order of the Black Worm. What you call the Worm Cult made me swear to tell Princess Ah everything I know. I don't think so. Not quite yet. My pain is great. Get me something to ease my suffering. Then, I'll share what I know. You bastard! The pain is too great. I'll pass out or die before I can tell you everything I know. And then where will you be? Please, help me. And we'll both get what we want. All right, you bastards. I'm done with all this anyway. No promise of powers worth dying for. The Order of the Black Worm has returned to take vengeance on the Fighters Guild, the Mages Guild, and all of Tamriel. I told him that our leader, Mazama, had business with Magister Andrello at Volkwasten's Tall Trunk Tavern. But he left before I could tell him the rest. We have a new weapon. I don't know any details, but Mazama called it a Soul Reaper.
This little worm claims he's renounced his evil ways. Guess I won't gut him like I planned. No Merrick yet, but feels like we're getting closer. Go over what we just learned. The damn worm cult is really back. I thought they scattered after we stopped the plane meld. And you'd hear about a few remnants, but nothing significant. Not like this. And he said they had a new weapon. What the tusk is a Soul Reaper anyway? That's over in Volkwasten. They built it inside a big tree on the western side of town. How about you find this Magister, figure out what business she has with Mazama, and if she's seen Merrick, I'll collect Weemy and wait for you outside the tavern. I never expected the enemy to be the Worm Cult. Thought they were finished after we stopped the plane meld. Obviously, Merrick has a plan to crush them. Let's get to the Tall Trunk Tavern in Volkwaston and see what this Magister can tell us. I thought so, pal. They were leaderless after you and the companions beat the evil bastard Mannimarco. When our little trip to Cold Harbor stopped Molag Bal's plane meld, the Worm Cult should have died. I guess we forced them underground, but didn't squish them hard enough. Let's catch up with Merrick so we can do just that. Look for me outside after you talk to the Magister. I have a few more thoughts I want to share with this worm.
My cousin was studying with Tellinger at Esdoing. Thank you for all you did there.
You should rest, Magister Andrello. That incident has you all out of sorts.
You're not the usual serving wench. Where's the tonic I requested? I need something to settle my nerves. Oh, what else can befall me today? One more interruption and I'll never make it to Shornhelm on time. I have no idea who that might be. One moment I was about to board a coach to Shornhelm when a strange woman stopped me and looked deeply into my eyes. The next I was waking up here, feeling awful and very much put out. That was the second interruption. Merrick spouted nonsense about the Worm Cult, even as my apprentice spouted nonsense about seeing me board the coach to Shornhelm while he was carrying me here. Merrick ran off, chasing after the coach, I presume. Apprentice, arrange another coach. We must be off after I finish my tonic. Where's that damn serving wench? A mage of my standing can't miss the meeting at the Mages Guild Hall. It would be unseemly. Forget I said that. There is no meeting. She stepped out of the shadows and blocked my path as I walked to the coach. I remember her unsettling eyes as she stared at me. After that, I awoke in here. If she used some spell to take my form, she must be a powerful mage indeed.
Did you find the Magister, pal? I think I demonstrated a lot of restraint, waiting out here and not going inside for an ale or two. Any luck finding Magister Andrello? That's a strange story. And the woman, it could have been Mazama. Did the Magister say anything about Guildmaster Merrick? Wait, Merrick's notes mentioned that the enemy was interested in Rivenspire. Shornhelm's in Rivenspire. What could the Worm Cult be after in that part of the world? And Razawir the Cultist told us the Worm Cult wants revenge on the Mages Guild as well as the Fighters Guild. This is bad. Let's get to the Shornhelm Mages Guild and try to catch up with Merrick. If you need quick transport to Shornhelm's Mages Guild, take Weemy. I'm sure Prince Azar won't mind. And even if he did, he's not here to stop you. I'll send word to the little prince and meet you there. It's about time I punched something. What, do I look like a mind reader to you? If I had to guess, he got word of this latest plot, and he's been following it non-stop. No time to call for help when the worm cult apparently has a new weapon and plans to take revenge against the guilds. And we need to go help him. Sure, Merrick got the drop on a small camp of worm cultists, but they've already destroyed 4 of our guild halls. He's a great fighter, but whatever they have planned for Shornhelm might be too much even for him.
I appreciate the Fighters Guild coming to our aid, Princess Ah.
Comrade, Scordo, I came as soon as I received your message.
Gabriel! Azar! The worm cult is going to attack the Mages Guild!
They're already here. Merrick arrived before you and the Prince. He ran down to help.
The attack's begun and Merrick ran down there? Damn! Tell Gabriel what we learned, but be quick about it!
It's good to see you, friend. But we have a situation. Somehow assailants infiltrated a private meeting beneath the guild hall and caught some of our most influential mages unawares. Merrick arrived and raced to help, but... Did Scordo say worm cult? How can that... We eradicated them, didn't we? A threat of this magnitude must be crushed swiftly. The mages and Merrick can use our help. Can I count on you to join the fight? Thank you. Any amount of assistance is much appreciated. The door to the underground chambers is right over there. Be careful.
Go, comrade. We need to help the guild master. Let's look for Guildmaster Merrick, but be ready to take down any cultists you see.
Another Red Guard from the Fighters Guild. He headed toward the meeting chambers.
Just like at our guild halls, no obvious sign of forced entry, yet clear signs of battle.
I appreciate the help, Soldier.
I'm sorry.
I wonder if the people know what lies behind it.
We're the best.
Hurry. Those doors ahead.
I can't believe The worm cult has returned.
Look, across the chasm. Guildmaster Merrick, the worm cult has him. Let my mentor go, foul creature!
Stop, mortal! The Soul Reaper is not yet stable!
Merrick! No! That explosion! Stendar, preserve him! Merrick was caught in the blast.
A dead mortal's appearance is no good to me. Come, we're done here.
As you wish, Misama.
No! Merrick can't be dead! We need to reach him. Stendar, please. Merrick can't be dead. By the gods! Merrick! Merrick's dead. By the swords of my forefathers, I will make the worm cult pay.
I came as quick as I... Oh no. Merrick! The Magisters! What happened?
Merrick destroyed the worm cult device. It exploded and killed him. Comrade, please. Search the area and gather Guildmaster Merrick's weapons.
I'll teleport the remains of that horrid device upstairs for study.
You found something. Let me see. That was his father's sword. Merrick wielded it proudly. Merrick would polish that shield for hours. It was almost a ritual for him. What a loss. Merrick was our leader, my mentor. Practically a father to me since I joined the Fighters Guild. Thank you for gathering his sword and shield. Strange, though, that a Daedra was leading these worm cultists. What was that note you found? Let me see. A worm cult nest on Rivenspire's northern coast? Stendar blesses us with another foolish enemy, quick to put their plans to paper. First, however, we must go to the Fighters Guild Hall in Shornhelm. Tell Scordo what befell Merrick.
Use the nearby doors to leave. When you assault the worm nest, the Mages Guild will join you. You have my word.
As the guilds first defeated the worm cult, so shall we do so again. But that device, a Daedra named Mazama called it a Soul Reaper.
Soul Reaper, hmm? We'll study it and determine its exact purpose.
Gabrielle, can you help me take care of Guildmaster Merrick?
Of course, Princessa.
Prince Huzzah, the guild hall's on high alert. I was about to lead a contingent of fighters to the Mages Guild.
The battle's over, Scordo. Guildmaster Merrick is dead.
What? Not Merrick? Hey, pal, tell me what happened. That can't be right. What Prince Huzzah said. Merrick can't be dead. Tell me this is some sort of bad joke, pal. Those Tuscan bastards! I came back here to rally the troops, but I should have gone down there with you! I could have saved Merrick, damn it! This is bad. What's the guild gonna do without its guildmaster? And at a time like this? Oh, right, of course. Merrick loved these. They were family heirlooms. He was proud to wield them in service to the greater good. He was always spouting nonsense like that. All right. Tell me that you and the prince have a plan to make someone pay.
Guildmaster Merrick is really dead, Scordo. I don't know how we're going to stop the worm cult without him. Scordo's correct. This is bad. How are we going to stop Mazama and the worm cult without Guildmaster Merrick to guide us? I hear your words, but my mind is a storm of emotions. Merrick, my friend, my mentor, he died and I couldn't save him. I wasn't even at his side. I wasn't there to help him when he needed me the most. Stendarr, help me. I don't know what to do. You dare speak to a prince of the realm like that? Using harsh words to ignite the fires of anger? And burn away the depression that was dampening my resolve? Well done. We may have lost Merrick, but we're not done yet. Thank you for reminding me. Your words were like a raging fire in the forest, incinerating the despair that was strangling my soul. Before we take action, I want to commend you and reward you for your service, and ask that you stay to finish this with us. For Merrick. Your strong reproach made me realize that the world doesn't stop just because someone we respected and cared about is no longer with us. We know who the enemy is and where to find them. The time has come to take the battle to the worm cult. The note we discovered talked about a worm nest on the northern coast of Rivenspire. We must gather our forces, storm their lair, and deal with the worm cult leader, Mazama. Perhaps, but I don't think so. Everything happened quickly after Merrick destroyed the Soul Reaper and Mazama retreated. The job I hired you for ended when we found Merrick. But I'd like to extend your employment. Help us assault the worm cult nest.
Pardon the interruption. Vanis Galarian would like to talk to you. He's right outside.
The leader of the Mages Guild? His assistance could be crucial to destroying the worm nest.
No charge to have a look.
Welcome, Vanis. We're glad to be working alongside you and your guild again.
There's no time for niceties, Azar. You there, come speak to me. A pleasure to see you again, friend, despite the dire circumstances. Thank you for purging our sanctum of the worm cult infestation. Reliable as ever, I see. Please, describe everything you experienced during the attack. Spare no detail. Yes. Gabriel called Mazama snake-like. My extensive knowledge of Daedra tells me that she's likely a harvester, known for their illusion magic. I suspect that's how she got into our sanctum undetected. Tell me, how did Merrick die? Merrick was a great warrior, but also reckless. Attacking an unknown arcane device. Clearly a miscalculation. An intact Soul Reaper would have revealed more than the shards we recovered. Had he waited for you to intervene, he might still be alive. That's fair. I do appreciate the help. And perhaps more would have died if Merrick hadn't destroyed the Soul Reaper. Thank you for your recounting of what you saw. Now, where can we find the worm cult nest you uncovered? I know that lighthouse well, and am aware of a cove to the south. Let me mark it on your map. We'll meet you there after I conclude my business with Prince Azah and Skordo. No guild can function without a guild master. Not even the Fighters Guild. What haven't I been up to? I am Tamriel's greatest living mage, after all. I had just started to get inclinations that the worm cult might not be as finished as we thought when word reached me about the attacks on the guild halls. I am beyond annoyed. Just that I wish we had an intact one to study. They've been appearing throughout the land at sites where the worm cult is engaging in hostile actions. Ever since Manamarco started his Order of the Black Worm, they've been nothing but trouble. Isn't it obvious? With Merrick dead, someone needs to take the reins of the Fighters Guild until their ponderously slow council can select a new guild master. Since they're in the thick of it, Skordo and Prince Azah are the most likely candidates. Certainly not, and I wouldn't presume. But in this time of trouble, we need a stable and functioning Fighters Guild to stand against the worm cult. Prince Azah has leadership training and was taught by Guildmaster Merrick. He's the clear choice. The Fighters Guild requires leadership. I suggest Prince Azah take command until your council can select a new guildmaster.
He's right, Azah. And you know the rest of the guild is more likely to follow you than they are me.
As much as I want to be there with you, I see the wisdom in Varnus' words. I'll stay behind to command the guild.
Damn worms don't make finding their nest
Keep
easy.
looking. The nest must be here somewhere. Ah, the nest entrance. Let's head inside. I suggest we split our forces. We'll draw less attention and hurry our search for Mazama.
Good call. We'll go west. You and our friend head north.
Come! I shall augment your attacks! Let my magic empower you!
Anyone else?
I sense illusion magic beyond the crumbled wall. Find the source. I offer my great strength. Yes, there's something here. I'll dispel the illusion. A hidden journal. Intriguing. What does it say? A means to deactivate the Soul Reapers. But where do they funnel souls to? Let's keep searching. From the Mages Guild.
Resist if you want. We take your soul either way.
I siphoned their souls. A horrid death. We must destroy that Soul Reaper. I shall augment your attack. Destroy that abomination! Tear out its core as the journal described. Excellent. They can be destroyed without triggering a fatal explosion. Now that I witnessed a Soul Reaper firsthand, the scope of the danger becomes quite clear. This goes beyond the threat to the fighters and mages guilds. But what is the Worm Cult's ultimate goal? I have contended with the Worm Cult longer than anyone. Based on previous encounters, they usually seek something disastrous. The more information we learn down here, the better. I sense illusion magic nearby. Let's search this room for its source. The illusion is behind that altar, along the wall. scroll. Singular focus on the destruction of every living being. They must be stopped. Our search continues. Could blanket all of Tamriel. Fighters Guild contingent, all dead. Wait, I recognize that sword. It's Scordo's. Let me take a look at that sword. It's Scordo's blade, all right. I'd know his tough, stubborn aura anywhere, and the sword reeks of it. He wouldn't have parted with his weapon, not unless he had no choice. Our task now shifts from gathering information to rescuing Scordo the Knife. By doing something reckless, we must split up. I suspect time is of the essence, and I won't see another member of the Fighters Guild fall this day. Take the eastern hallway, and be careful. Illusions abound in this place. Scordo! You're injured!
No, Varnus! I'm over here! That's not me!
Arrogant mage. My master demands your presence.
Dragging Varnus into a portal!
The great mage does not fall easily!
You can't have him, creature!
Protect the staff!
First, the mage's head. Next, the fighter's heart.
Varnus is gone. Mazama took him.
Yeah, let's figure this out, pal. Mazama ambushed me. Cast a spell and I blacked out. I woke up feeling wrung dry, like how you described Magister Andrello. I guess that's what it feels like when the snake takes your appearance. Yeah, but I think she's planning more than that. Did you hear what she said about the fighter's heart? But what do I know? I can't even keep my friends safe. It's all falling apart, pal. I don't think we're gonna beat the worms this time. Coward? Give up? Who the Tusk said anything about that? I may have had a moment here, but I owe Merrick his justice. We don't stop until I hear Daedric bones snap. Let's ask Gabrielle to open a portal. I need to clear my head. Then, we go hunting. How do you feel about a portal, Gabrielle?
Of course. One portal to Shornhelm's Mages Guild coming up.
About Vanus.
No apologies, Scordo. We'll get Vanus back. I'll take Vanus's staff. It may behave strangely in untrained hands.
All yours. Now let's get out of here.
Easy to get lost in a place like this. I think that's one of my favorite parts about cities.
Tell me, what happened? Where's Vanus?
I'll let our friend fill you in. I need to think.
I came as soon as I received Gabrielle's summons, just in time to see you all return. But where's Vanus? And why do Gabrielle and Scordo look so haggard? What happened at that worm nest, comrade? We can destroy the Soul Reapers without unleashing a killing explosion? That's excellent news. I can't wait to hear the details. But what do they actually do? And by the swords of my forefathers, tell me what happened to Vanus. Mizama and the Worm Cult captured Vanus Galarian, the leader of the Mages Guild and the greatest mage alive. You probably should have led with that, comrade. First Merrick, now Vanus. By Stendarr's beard, what other disasters can befall us? The mage's head obviously refers to Vanus. As for the fighter's heart, she already killed Merrick. I'm just a temporary substitute for the duration of this crisis. What could she... Set's tears! She means to attack the Earthforge! Merrick told me about that. You destroyed the Mortum Vivicus with the weapon, yes? So you know the power of the Earthforge. Mizama can look like anyone, and she currently wears Scordo's form. She can walk right in. We need to get there now.
I can open a portal to the Earthforge. Then Prince Azah and I have our own task to attend to.
We do? What can be more important than defending the Earthforge and stopping Mizama?
Enough Reapers to cover all of Tamriel? We need to convince the alliances to join with the guilds, just like last time.
Good luck with that. It took Vanus to get the Alliance leaders to work together last time. Wait, you know where the Earthforge is?
The Antiquarian Circle knows many secrets, Scordo. Now go. You have your mission, and we have ours.
Right. Come on, pal. Through the portal. Marlock's jawbone! The attack's already begun! Let's talk before we rush in blindly. Look at what Mizama and her worms have done! More of my comrades dead! I want to gut every last worm and leave them drowning in their own blood! This is my fault! All my fault! Sure, but I let myself get captured. Let Mizama use her illusion magic on me. You saw how she pretended to be me to capture Vanus. My guess is she's using the same trick here to infiltrate the Earthforge. Yeah, optimism. I suppose we need that right about now. Prince Azah's gonna want an intact Fighters Guild to lead, after Gabrielle and him convince the three alliances to join forces. That means it's up to us to save whoever's still alive here. With extreme prejudice, kill every worm cultist that crosses our path. Destroy those damn Soul Reapers, and then find Mizama and send her back to whatever oblivion pit she crawled out of. Let's get moving! remember these corridors being so dismal. There! That's me! I mean, not me! Mazama! Get her!
I won, mortal. I shattered your guild. Killed or captured your leaders. The Order of the Black Worm is victorious!
Mazama pay for Merrick and all the deaths she caused.
And it looks like the worms didn't get all my guildmates. That's something at least.
Good job taking down Mazama, but we're not safe yet. As Prince Azah and I were meeting with representatives of the three alliances, we received reports of Soul Reapers and Worm Cult attack squads appearing across Tamriel. It's bad out there. Not exactly. Prince Azah and I were able to get the alliances to send ambassadors to Sturk, the same island where Ivanis forged the agreement to attack Cold Harbor. But we're far from reaching such an agreement again. Frankly, we could use your help. Take my portal to Sturk and talk to your alliance's ambassador. Convince them that the worm cult threat is real and we need to work together to stop it. Prince Azah and I will lean on the other two and do the same. I left the Alliance ambassadors alone on Sturk with Prince Azah. Let's go try to convince them.
Ambassadors, please. You must listen.
Those attacks in Oradon. Prince Azah says it's the worm cult.
What does it matter? We can't fight wars in both Cyrodiil and our sovereign territory.
Prince Azah said Gabriel was bringing the hero who uncovered this plot. Let's hear them out. Gabriel Bentley attempted to convince me.
Prince Azah insists that all of Tamriel is in danger. Would you care to elaborate? I need more details if I'm to make a recommendation of any sort to my superiors. Are you certain it's a resurrected worm cult? And not just the work of an insignificant handful of fanatics who refuse to accept defeat? Surely they can't be a threat to the mighty Aldmeri Dominion. I see. Yes, I can see why Gabrielle and Prince Azah seem so concerned. I'll bring this information to my superiors straight away.
I'm sure I speak for my fellow diplomats when I say we will pass on the information, but can make no promises.
Vanis' staff. It's reacting to you, friend. Reach out and see what happens.
Listen, everyone. My time is short. I am very much relieved that my spell succeeded and reached you. And I see you've gathered the alliances. Good, good. Needless to say, the worm cult captured me. My spell won't last long, so listen closely to my instructions. Mazama teleported me and locked me in a cell. Reminds me of Cold Harbor, but also it doesn't. A problem for later. Listen, the Soul Reapers are just the start. The worm cult has a hidden nest. It's amassing forces to launch a devastating attack. My guards mentioned an isolated island called Solstice. If I learn more, I'll contact you again. But you must convince the alliances. They must join with the guilds again to stop this threat. If not, the worm cult will bring death to all of Nirn.
If even the great Vanus Galarian is worried about this threat, we have to act. Now!
There's no time to waste, comrade. Come, let us speak. Between your efforts and Vanus's message, the Alliance ambassadors finally seem willing to throw us their support. And from what Vanus told us, I suspect we'll need it. A rescue must wait. The threat hiding on Solstice is our first priority. Just as the alliances, guilds, and heroes of Tamriel joined forces on Sturk to end the plane meld, we must do so again to stop the worm cult on Solstice. Your actions were instrumental in revealing this threat. I hope we can count on you again.
It's clear now. We need to work together if we're to have any hope of defeating the worm cult.
Agreed. We must report back to our superiors and rally our forces.
And what should we call this newfound camaraderie?
How about the Sturk Fellowship? This island has a habit of being part of these things.